Hi everyone! I am LEOVY EMRADURA. I am a first year college taking Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, major in Organic Agriculture.
And I am DANSECO taking Bachelor of Science in Agriculture. So, to start these conversations that's all about the short Turkle entitled The Flight from Conversation.
Okay, about the author, as you can see in this slide, Turkle is just a pen name of Abby Rockefeller Muz. She is a professor of the Social Studies of Science and Technology. She is also a founding director of the MIT Initiative on Technology and Self. She received a joint doctorate in Sociology and Personality Psychology from Harvard University and is a licensed clinical psychologist. When she writes on this article, she focuses on the subjective side because she's relating it to the person's experiences. She bases it on the feelings and opinions of her and other people.
So, to give a glimpse on her article, it is primarily focusing the willing sacrifice of face-to-face interactions for technological connections. She says that insulting ourselves to online connections leads to many consequences, such as reducing your interpersonal skills, reducing patience, being unable to express ourselves, unfortunately, and many more. Turkle believes this device and trends are changing people for worse. It is not only gives advantage but also disadvantage.
To short her article, I will pointing out some key points I've learned and mark on my mind while I'm reading her article. Based on the article, those little devices, especially cell phones, are so psychologically powerful. It does things to us. It changes not just what we do, but of course, who we are. As I observe, when we have gatherings or meetings, I found out that some of us disturbed by those little devices and we've choose to text or do emails using online than to have a real conversation.
So, for the better result, Turkle suggested some tips on how we come up with those problems. First, we should start thinking of solitude as a good thing. Second, we should find ways to demonstrate this as a values to your children. Third, make room for real conversations. Fourth, create scared spaces at home and reclaim them for conversation. And last, the fifth, the most important is we need to using technologies seems like having Goldilocks effect, as it described by Turkle. Not too close, not too far, just right. Listening to each other, including in the boring bits. We sacrifice conversations to work connections. We choose to shortchange ourselves day by day. We expect more from technology and less from each other. It is a field to us most where we are most vulnerable.
So to make a way to combat these problems, behind those connections, loneliness or whatsoever, Turkle with her team conducted a research and they designed technology, specifically sociable robots, that will give the illusions of companionship without the demand of friendship. And it was very helpful and effective. And as you take a depth realization, those phones are changing our minds and hearts because it offers us three gratifying fantasies. First, if we put our attention wherever we want it to be. Second, we will always be here. And third, we will never have to be alone. And these are the reasons why we rely on technology.
We use technologies as substitutions to our companions. We use it every time we want to share our thoughts and feelings because we don't want to feel alone. And we want to be heard by others. But we're not aware that we're driving ourselves to be isolated. The term's connection is isolations. Yes, you are connected but you are isolated. Most of us, our perception is being connected. Well, make us feel less alone. But the truth is, we're at risk. It's also bring us negative, mostly in our social skills.
So according to Turkle, if we don't teach our children to be alone, they will only know to be how to be lonely. Let's try to open our mind and take a depth realization to the reality. We should have time to talk. She's not suggesting that we should turn away from our devices, just to develop our self-awareness, because it is very important pa din naman because especially when there is an emergency or something like that, she just want us to give time to real conversation.